A nuclear physicist warns that aliens are among us and they are preparing a quarantine. There is now an endless debate about whether or not aliens exist, but what many people do not know is that beings from other worlds not only exist, they are among us, according to what various people claim, some of them quite credible. For example, the former Defense Minister of Canada, Paul Hellyer, and they're hidden in human forms. He says you can pass them on the sidewalk and you would believe that they're humans. Anyone may think that this is an absurd and crazy idea, but more and more people believe and are convinced of it. As we said, according to former Canadian Defense Minister Paul Hellyer, there are 80 different types of extraterrestrial races living among humans, he says, of which 3 are the most common types. The first type is the tall white that collaborates with the United States Air Force in Area 51, as what he claims. The second type is the grays, which have very thin legs and arms and are half a meter high. That's about 1.5 to 2 feet. The last type is a breed of Nordic blondes, similar to the inhabitants of Denmark or other European countries. But Paul Hellyer is not the only politician to break these surprising statements. Russian President Dmitry Medvedev made a series of revelations during an interview. He said the extraterrestrials' visits have been taking place for a long time, and that there are aliens living among humans. And now a scientist has warned that aliens are already here on Earth and are waiting for the opportune moment to show themselves to the world population. Inevitable alien invasion? Stanton Friedman is a renowned American nuclear physicist who graduated from the University of Chicago with a university degree and a Master's of Science degree in nuclear physics. As a nuclear physicist, he worked for large companies and military contractors, collaborating on top secret projects to build nuclear aircraft, fission and fusion rockets, and nuclear power plants geared to operate in outer space. And he was also one of the first civilian investigators to study the Roswell UFO incident. But apart from this unbeatable curriculum, Friedman is convinced that aliens have already visited the Earth in the past, and most surprisingly, they would be living among us. The American physicist claims that, quote, there is not a shadow of doubt, end quote, that the existence of intelligent aliens was being disguised by governments worldwide as part of a secret project called Embargo de la Verdad, the embargo of the truth. He says, we have enough to demonstrate without a shadow of a doubt that the planet Earth is being visited by aliens, Friedman told British tabloid Daily Star. He said this is kept hidden from people who wants a world in convulsion. In other words, they don't tell people so that people don't panic. There would be massive panic and generalized anguish. If they, the extraterrestrials, want to make themselves known, it's easy, they will, he said. Friedman also commented on WikiLeaks' latest leaks on the classified CIA documents detailing certain UFO sightings around the world. The physicist believes that these documents should reveal the truth, but the question that many are asking is, so why are they here? What do they want with us? Friedman says that extraterrestrials actually want to prevent humans from colonizing space and ultimately preparing a quarantine to prevent humanity from conquering other planets. That's what he claims. The extraterrestrials don't want humans colonizing space and conquering other planets. He says, I think they're here to quarantine us so we cannot colonize other planets, is what Friedman explained. He says, with our track record, we're bad. The physicist has written several books and research on aliens and UFOs and has described this conspiracy as the Cosmic Watergate, quote-unquote, a clear reference to President Nixon's cover-up scandal in the 1970s. Apparently, our governments would be trying to use extraterrestrial technology to achieve world supremacy. The first country to use extraterrestrial technology will govern the chicken coop. It's also politics. The United States says they use that technology. If they do, the Russians or the Chinese, concluded Friedman. Now, could the use of extraterrestrial technology trigger a war, a conflict? Probably. Will there be an extraterrestrial quarantine? Who knows? What is certain is that Friedman has a long history with military and government contractors, as well as in the field of ufology. Therefore, people should listen more seriously to the words of this renowned American physicist. This is on Infinity Explorers by Anshu Vastava. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.